Topping our news tonight, sometimes it's the invisible medical conditions that are often undermined and misunderstood. This week, we're taking a look at 5 of these undercover illnesses, exposing what they really are and how those around us are affected.
Tonight, the focus is on depression. It's one of the most common mental disorders in the U.S., and if left untreated, it can be deadly. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick is digging deeper into this undercover illness.
Depression doesn't have one known cause. Doctors say it could be inherited, or it may be some kind of chemical imbalance in the brain. It also could be as simple as a trauma or major struggle for someone that triggers depression.
I was always a loner, and I didn't grow up in the best of situations.
Vincent Combs was constantly bullied by the kids in his neighborhood. His mother, a mixed-race single woman on welfare.
I've suffered from depression pretty much all my life.
The depression leading Combs to stutter. Physically, he trembled and even started to fall.
It's not like your typical feeling bad one day and you know, okay, I'm sad because my dog died, you know, something like that. No, it's not like that, because those are things that happen, and you know eventually you'll get over it. But this is like a dark cloud that just hangs over and it just never leaves. And every day you wake up, it's a struggle to find a reason to live.
11 years ago, Combs finally sought help and started coming here to the mental health community centers.
You can be very intelligent and still have depression, and it's not anything to be ashamed of now, I see. But then, when I was coming up, it was very hard to admit to other people that you have a problem.
Combs started medications and therapy, but what really gets him through the day?
I started painting. Now, I never really painted my life.
Combs suffers from what's called major depression, a constant hopelessness and despair that made it hard for him to work, sleep, eat, and be social. Nearly 7% of Americans suffer from the same thing.
Because we all get depressed as well, you know, loss of life, loved one, separation, whatever it might be. So when it impedes on the daily living, that now that becomes, well, you need to go see a psychiatrist or somebody to get diagnosed, because part of that treatment is obviously the medication.
At the 4 mental health community centers spread throughout the Suncoast, there are 40 to 50 others just like Combs.
More than likely be with you for your entire life. It's making sure that your treatment and your recovery always come first.
But a majority of people living with depression are not receiving the potentially life-saving treatment that they need. Combs being one of them until a decade ago.
You have to be able to express those emotions that are tied up in you, because that's what's causing the anxiety. It's the struggle between emotions trying to come out and you trying to hold them in. When you say what makes you happy, then it becomes very difficult, because it becomes like a mathematical equation that there's no answer to. So what makes me happy now? Just doing what I can know to do, as long as I'm not hurting anybody.
If left untreated, depression can cause strained relationships or problems with your job, drug or alcohol abuse, or even suicidal thoughts or attempts. Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Jess, thank you. You can call the Mental Health Community Centers for help at this number on your screen there. It's 953-3477.